So, you say all inmate is out of cell? Yeah, some idiot.
Hey, I just grabbed these. Maybe they'll come in handy?
Are we waiting for someone, or...? I thought you press. We'll regroup with third floor. We'll help them clear out maximum security. What do you think? Duh, I like. Who get the guards? We'll regroup with third floor. We'll help them clear out maximum security. What do you think? Duh, I like. Who get the guards?
Hold the elevator? Thanks. Can you believe this inmate outbreak? Crazy, huh?
Yes, it is pretty crazy. Oh, are you guys new here?
Oh yeah, we transferred from the 8th floor.
From the cafeteria? Nice try, inmates. We'll regroup with There is convict here! Get down on ground.
I don't like this. Help!
Back to your cell, inmate.
Boing.
You win! Perfect.
We'll regroup with There is convict here! Get down on ground.
I don't like this. Help!
Back to your cell, inmate.
Boing.
What, you think that will upset me? Oh, very mature.
Thanks, I guess. Now let's get out of here.
Alright, yeah, we're good.
Who's driving? Well, if it isn't Henry. There has not been an incident here in 50 years, and the day you show up, this happens. You are going to regret everything. We'll regroup with There is convict here! Get down on ground.
I don't like this. Help!
Back to your cell, inmate.
Boing.
We'll regroup with There is convict here. Get down on ground.
I don't like this. Help!
Back to your cell, inmate.
Boing.
What, you think that will upset me? Oh, very mature.
Thanks, I guess. Now let's get out of here.
Well, if it isn't Henry. There has not been an incident here in 50 years, and the day you show up, this happens. You are going to regret everything. We'll regroup with that. There is convict here. Get down on ground.
I don't like this. Help!
Back to your cell, inmate.
Boing.
We'll regroup with that. There is convict here. Get down on ground.
I don't like this. Help!
Back to your cell, inmate.
Boing.
We'll regroup with that. There is convict here. Get down on ground.
I don't like this. Help!
Back to your cell, inmate.
Boing.
Quick, in here.
Hold it right there, inmates.
Quick, in here.
Hold it right there, inmates.
Quick, in here.
Hold it right there, inmates.
Quick, in here.
Hold it right there, inmates. giusta! Hold it right there, inmates.
Quick, in here.
La pantusta! Hold it right there, inmates.
Quick, in here.
La pantusta! Hold it right there, inmates.
Quick, in here.
La pantusta! Hold it right there, inmates.
Quick, in here.
La pantusta! Hold it right there, inmates.
Quick, in here.
La pantusta! Hold it right there, inmates. We'll regroup with that. There is convict here. Get down on ground.
I don't like this.
Help!
Back to your cell, inmate.
Boing.
Twack! Alright, let's go. Have a good time. Ahoy! Ahoy!
The toy itself. So you're going to say the toy. The toy is picking up all the energy when you do this. Now, trust me when I say that there are two different energies at work here. Okay, this is not just one type of energy. That's what we're going to have to do tomorrow. Okay.
Come on now, brothers. My life for us.
Okay, moving on. The next one is the lamp. Now we're going to assume that it's a lamp that you plug into the wall, like you can go buy at any place.
Yeah? Oh, Henry! Oh, how's it going? Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh. Uh-huh. Oh, I see. Huh. Yeah, I'm flying right now, actually. Where are you? The wall. Yeah, I think I've heard of that place. Yeah, I'm on a mission, but, I should have some time to swing by. Hey, so, I'm getting pretty close. Yeah, just, try to get outside and I'll, you know. Hey! Yes, hello? Henry? Where are you? In the complex? Called the Wall? Oh, yeah, yes, of course, sir. We'll be right there. Sit tight. I'll let you know when we're close. Where exactly are you? Cafeteria? Okay, got the map here. Yes, there you are. Alright. How do you want to do this? Hey, Henry! It's me! Yeah, I'm undercover. Yeah, I'm here to break you out. What?
Come on, Henry, we have to go. Get to the airship. You can use this to get there.
That was a close one, Henry. But I'm not going to pull you up. See, without you, I become the leader of the Tuppet clan again. I just wanted to look you in the eyes as I took it all back. Goodbye. Where you going? What? Hey, so, I see the wall. Oh, you're outside? Nice.
I think I see you. Yeah, there's a guard in the way. I got this. Yeah, it'll be just like the old times.
Yeah.
I got the perfect plan. This is the greatest plan. I got the perfect plan. This is the greatest plan.
Got him.
Wait. Ooh. And there you go. Hey, I'm seeing a helipad up here. Could be a pretty good place to get picked up. Once I get close, though, they'll probably raise the alarm. Oh, yeah, they see me. I'm coming in. Get ready. Did you just jump off the edge?
Wait, was that the plan? Man, we really should have coordinated that better. I mean, I was not prepared at all. Oh, get him! Hey! We'll regroup with that. There is convict here. Get down on ground. I don't like this.
Henry! Help!
Back to your cell, inmate. Boing. We'll regroup with that. There is convict here. Get down on ground.
I don't like this. Help!
Back to your cell, inmate. Boing. We'll regroup with that. There is convict here. Get down on ground.
I don't like this. Help!
Back to your cell, inmate. Boing.
Quick, in here.
Hold it right there, inmates.
Quick, in here.
Hold it right there, inmates.
Quick, in here.
Hold it right there, inmates.
Quick, in here.
Hold it right there, inmates.